Hey guys, just wanted to check in and share with you guys how I'm doing and how Knowledge for Men is doing. I know a lot of the episodes, it's just like, boom, we go in, success quote, and then, we got the guest and he shares his story and then knowledge round and then boom, and it's over. And I know those are impactful, but I wanted to kind of just touch base with you guys. I know many of you have been listening for so long, so I just wanted to keep you in the loop, so to say. So, recently I just moved to Mission Beach. It's here in San Diego. I live literally just a few steps from the ocean, and this has been a really refreshing and creative lifestyle. Just like after a few interviews and maybe coaching sessions and a lot of work and filming and recording, I can just step outside and hop in the ocean. And in San Diego right now, the water's pretty good, and it's 80 degrees out, in March, and I'm just really grateful to have this experience and to be able to really enjoy this atmosphere. So that move has been really good, and it's been a creative move. One of the main reasons I could have moved basically to Los Angeles. I was looking at San Francisco and even like Austin and New York, but I decided just to stay in San Diego, mainly because obviously I'm from here, I'm born here, went to college here, family's here. But it's actually just a beautiful place to live. It's a gorgeous city. Highly recommend it if you've never come out here. Along with the business, things are growing. Obviously, I'm able to move out here and live on the beach. But to be honest, last year, there was a while where I thought maybe I'd have to get a job. It was really like it took me about a year of working for free, full-time, 60-hour weeks before I really started to make a livable income off of what I was doing. And that was honestly one of the most frustrating things, because I was looking at what other people were doing and I was doing better is what I thought. And that's just a frustrating place to be in, is when you feel like you should be doing better. And I know a lot of us get into that position, whether it's in our career, whether it's in our business, relationships, or health, or anything. It's like we know so much, but our results aren't there. And so it's a really frustrating place to be in. And so, I think the keys that have helped me really grow this business and really make this thing thrive and literally have, I don't even know, is it like 8 or 10x my income in the last few months? The keys to my business success have really just been investing in myself, obviously personal development, everything that I'm learning, everything, when I'm interviewing and I'm reading and constantly just challenging myself and growing. I apply all of that into my own life and into my business. And most importantly, investing in business education. I'm really passionate about helping guys out. I'm really passionate about the work that I do. And when I'm interviewing, I completely lose myself. But at the end of the day, if you really want to create a movement, you got to understand business. And I think, that's where I was going wrong, is I was really just stuck on just creating stuff and not really focused on selling stuff and marketing and things like that. And I've really spent quite a bit on education and really have been working really hard on learning how to build a business, and things have completely changed. The income has changed, building out a team now, people working, and things are growing. And I've been living the same way as if I was still in college. I've been wearing the same pair of shoes since I was in college. I've been wearing the same pair of jeans since I was in college. I kind of look goofy because, there's a certain point in your age as a man when you have to finally kind of dress more professional or adult-like. And, a lot of my clothes are still from college. So if you see me, I'm probably wearing like a San Diego State shirt or something and some shorts or board shorts. Like, I don't know. I just think that's funny that I really just invest everything that I've had back into the business. Anytime that I get some extra cash, I just go, oh, how can I make this bigger? How can I grow it? How can I learn something that's going to grow it? And some of the keys, other than investing in myself and really investing in my business education, is being able to live in uncertainty and risk. Like really being able to live in that moment of uncertainty and risk, and to be able to put your money on the line and know that, hey, I've done my homework here. My numbers show that if I do this, then the business will grow. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go in, all in. And so you have to make leap of faiths. Sometimes you just have to go for it. Sometimes you want it to be a clear green light, but that green light doesn't ever just come, okay? Because everyone would be doing it if it was a perfect green light and it said, if you invest here, you will make all of your money back. Okay, so being able to live in uncertainty and risk has been something new. And I'm saying this because for you listening, whatever it is that you are thinking about doing, I'm telling you now just to go for it. Whatever it is that you're doing, just go for it. I mean, you really don't have anything to lose at the end of the day. Anything can be re-earned. Okay, like that's key. Anything can be re-earned. And you really just have to make it once. One of your ideas just has to work once. I have a friend who's in EO. It's like entrepreneurs organization, and all the businesses there are doing, you have to be doing at least $1 million in revenue. And he talks about in his forums or meetings that they have something called bounce rate. And so bounce rate is basically, it's saying how many times have you bounced, meaning lost it all and made it back. So you lost all your money, made it back, meaning you bounced back, all right? So if you have a few bounces, this is like having a few medals on your chest. It's like, it shows that you didn't get lucky. It shows that you have that grit, that resilience and the wit to be able to make it back. And that shows experience, and it shows that you didn't get lucky. The market didn't just, you weren't in the right market or industry. It was you. You are the reason why you succeed. I don't think you can really play it safe all the way to the top. I don't. I really don't. Sometimes you just need to skip a few steps. Okay, instead of trying to climb the ladder, you can jump up the ladder. Give yourself a boost. Give yourself some momentum. And sometimes you just need to jump in and take some risk. So if right now you hate your job, quit your job. If right now you're in college and you have this amazing opportunity in front of you, but you're stuck in school, then drop out. Okay, you can go get another job. You can go back to college. Colleges will be happy to take your money, and an employer will be happy to take your hours. So I'm telling you to be a heretic, someone who defies the status quo and goes after what he truly believes in. Don't do something that you want to do, but do something that you need to do. So, these are some things that I've been learning with in the last 6 to 8 months of building a business. And taking this passion project and turning it into something that not only gives me a good income, but allows me to reinvest so that my money can work for me, so I can continue to lead this movement and continue to maximize and scale my efforts. And that's what the money's for. It gives me fuel. I need fuel. Otherwise, I'm a one-man show. And at the end of the day, you're going to have to build a team. You're going to have systems in place in order to build your business, in order to build and create some change for people. It's going to take some money. And so that was a lesson that I had to learn. And so building a team for me has been very difficult because I'm having to let go of things that I've been doing for almost 2 years straight every day, and things that I've actually become really good at and really enjoyed doing. And I'm now having others do that. And that's been a difficult challenge to look at and see and to kind of give up a part of, honestly, myself, because this has been, my work for so long. And that's been a challenge. But letting go and trusting in others is honestly something that is extremely liberating. So that's kind of like my business advice for you guys, and taking risk and taking that leap of faith. Other than that, I've been lifting heavy weights ever since there's just this gym, and me and my friend got a ridiculously good deal on the gym. Like literally the guy was the worst negotiator ever. We just kind of walked in and told him we wanted to pay $19 a month to month, no contract. If you do it, we'll both sign up. And he's just like, okay. And we're just like, okay, this is the worst negotiator ever. But we got this incredible deal. So I've just been lifting heavy weights like I used to when I played football. And so recently, today I actually just benched 225 pounds, which is 245 plates on both sides, 5 reps, three times. And I'm not saying this is some crazy amounts of weight, but I haven't done that since my football days. I haven't done that in over 6 or 7 years, and I haven't done anything special, to get to that weight. And it was just consistency. That was all. In January, I was benching like 175, and in March, benching 225. And there's nothing special here. There's no supplements here. There's nothing. It's just showing up consistently and just putting in the work. And that's kind of like such a good, analogy for business as well. It's like show up and do your work. But what I like about lifting weights is it makes me feel really present. I mean, when you're in the middle of a squat or a deadlift, you're not really thinking about anything else. Like you're just focusing on your form and your breathing, and it really just makes me feel alive in that moment. So kind of back in the weight room now, and it feels good, and of course the results are showing. So that doesn't hurt. When I live on the beach, that's also good, right? So yeah, with the gym, if you're struggling or if it's not consistent with you, here's what I always say. I've never gone to the gym and felt worse after I finished. I've always felt better after every workout. This could be for yoga or whatever exercise or activity that you're interested in. It's like I've always felt better. While we're on the topic of health, lastly, I think many of you know, you can check back to episode 100, but I revealed that I have chronic pelvic pain. And it's like this extremely painful thing inside the pelvis. And, the good news is that it's slowly been getting a little bit better. It's definitely still there. And I could not say, I'm not anywhere, close to saying that it's gone or that I'm healed, but it's getting better. I can say that, a year ago, I was in a lot more pain than I am now. And 6 months ago, I was in a lot more pain than I am now. So those are all good signs, but it's hard to see progress on a day-to-day basis. And obviously, when you're in your grind, when you're on your journey, you don't really see change on a day-to-day basis. But when you ask yourself, am I better today than when I was 6 months ago? If the answer is yes, and it's like, oh my gosh, like you are improving. Is it, are you better today than you were a year ago? And it's like, yes, then you are growing. But on a day-to-day basis, like I couldn't tell you. And it is frustrating. I've never had a serious injury that's lasted longer than a year. I've had like aches and pains, on the lower back or the knee, but I mean like a serious injury that's causing you like a serious, lifestyle change and way of viewing the world, and where you have to like really change the way that you live. And I'm not healed 100%, but I am getting better, and I could say that with absolute certainty. So with that, I want to thank you for listening to my podcast from the bottom of my heart. Every email that I got from you guys kept me going. Like, I don't even know if I've shared that. It's like, I can honestly say I was in so much pain last year that if it wasn't for you guys, I would have given up on this movement. If it wasn't for you guys sharing with me your stories of how listening to the podcast saved your marriage, saved your relationship, helped you quit your job, start a business. For some guys, finally asking out their crush out and getting a date and getting into a relationship with the love of their life, discovering themselves and what it means to be a man, or just waking up from the mundane realities of day-to-day living and taking more risk in your life and fully embracing this opportunity of life. Well, I mean, that's, this podcast is, now, over on episode 140, and it's because of you for listening. So thank you for believing in me. There are so many other podcasts out there that you could be listening to, and I'm thanking you for choosing mine. Okay, because I'm just a regular guy from San Diego, and just going after something here. And so, thank you for buying my products, my coaching programs. Thank you for keeping this movement alive. Thank you for keeping me going. And because of this, because of your belief in me, because I see these downloads, I'm not going to stop. I will not stop. I will spend every ounce of energy that I have in helping you become the most powerful version of yourself, because you have done this for me. And because of that, I've got your back. I've got it.